is the bravest thing you would do to challenge a paradigm? Hi, my name is Juan Esteban Castaneda, and today I will talk to you about Donatello, an Italian sculptor. I will talk about his early life, two of his masterpieces, and his relevance in the art world. So let us begin by looking at his early life. Donatello was born in 1386 in Florentine, Italy, the same city where he died. His family was known for being involved with the art of crafting wood, therefore, for him, a place of status and a place of learning. He was educated at the house of the Martinellis, a wealthy Florentine family, where it is said for him to learn his first steps towards being the greatest. He apprenticed with the sculptor Lorenzo Ghiberti at the age of 17 on 1403. There are two things to say from here. First, Donatello assisted Ghiberti on the creation of the bronze doors for the baptistery of the Florence Cathedral, a big step for a little boy. And second, according to Encyclopedia Britannica, the David, his earliest artwork, which he did at the age of 18, was said to be an artistic debt to Ghiberti, something like a thank you for what you have taught me. And finally, some historians say that Ghiberti's art rival Brunelleschi and Donatello became good friends and both studied classical art in Rome on 1407. Having known the origin of such a talent, let's give our attention now to two of Donatello's masterpieces. Let's start by the David. Let's take a look at the David. By the way, he did two Davids. One when he was 18 years old, and the other when later on in his life. One made of marble and the other made out of bronze. This David, was commissioned by Cosimo de' Medici for Palazzo de' Medici. It recreates the biblical storyline between David and Goliath, where David, protected and blessed by God, the Lord, defeated Goliath using a slingshot, throwing a stone, and then cutting off his head with Goliath's sword. This is a win. This is a battle. And this is the scenario where you feel like a triumph. This represents history. This history of God's blessing a little kid. It also represents for Italy in general an allegory of civic virtue standing against brutality and irrationality, according to biography TM. But here's the most important point about this artwork. Donatello depicted nudity and youth in a world and in a moment where these were perceived as corruption, as bad, as wrong. Think about my question at the beginning. And last but not least, it was the first freestanding statue of the Renaissance. Let's take a look now to St. John the Evangelist, finished by Donatello between 1410 and 1311. To put it in context, this piece was initially placed inside a niche of the Duomo in Florence, Italy. It is a 6.8 feet statue depicting St. John's importance and relevance in Catholicism. This statue represents how perspective is achieved in a sculpture. Let's look how. Let's take a look. Think about it. 6.8 feet. It's not everybody's height. Meaning that for you to look eye to eye to St. John the Evangelist was really a challenge. But to avoid the apparent distortion that the viewers could have when appreciating such a tall piece, Donatello adjusted in a disproportionate way the torso from the legs of the apostle in order to give perspective and clarity to the piece. According to Art in Tuscany, the theme figure of the saint exudes drama with his haggard face, sunken eyes, protruding veins, and bristly hair and beard. What an artist. Let's take a look now at his relevance on the art world. Donatello became the most important artist to revive classical sculpture. He was the first artist to introduce nude sculpture in a world where corruption was the name given to that type of art. But let's look how. Through a realistic proportion, emotionality, and expression to every type of subject, Donatello created a genuine reality compared to the artists before him. He challenged the paradigms that were built within society during his lifetime. He was the first to illustrate the art of sculpture among the modern artists. And according to the art story, his versatility and ingenuity would lay a foundation for many future sculptures, looking to discover new possibilities in materiality, where the material qualities used in the artwork are especially emphasized and valued. In summary, today I discussed the artist Donatello. We covered his early life, the origins of his impressive talent, some of his masterpieces, and their significance in art, and his relevance on the art world. All in all, I'm bringing today an artist whose life is the clear depiction of bravery, innovation, and mastery. He was one of the most influential artists of the Renaissance. I'm showing you then the story of the man who challenged a paradigm and won. Thank you very much.